Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Just in case you don't know me, I'm Lucy. I blog over at Mrs H's Favourite Things. I'm a mum to two. I've got little Miss H who's 4 and little Mr H who's coming up to 15 months. And the reason I'm doing a video today is that this week is Baby Loss Awareness Week, and in fact the whole of October is Pregnancy Loss Awareness Month, and I have had 4 miscarriages. So I had 1 miscarriage before we had little Miss H, and then I had a further 3 in our attempt to have our son, little Mr H, and to complete our family. And little Mr H, the pregnancy with him, probably no matter how it had ended, would have been our last pregnancy. So we're very, very blessed to have both our wonderful children. But because it is Baby Loss Awareness Week, I thought I would share my story of my 4 miscarriages. But this first part is going to be about our first miscarriage, which was the miscarriage we had, and it was before we had our daughter, little Miss H. On Friday morning we got a phone call saying that the only private room that they could give me was on the delivery suite. Was that okay? And I said yes. I was assured that they would try and keep pregnant women and everyone away from me as much as possible, and we went in. I packed my bags, I packed an overnight bag, and I went in, and the first lot of medication had made me start spotting a little bit, but not much. Sometimes I think it can bring on the miscarriage, but it hasn't really with me. I had the pessary, which is the next stage, probably about 11 o'clock, and then I had some lunch, and after that began to get quite a lot of pains and began to bleed. Was hideously sick. Mostly the midwives I had during the miscarriage were amazing. One even let me just like cry on her shoulder for 20 minutes, and she was lovely. But one of them at that point wasn't very nice, and I came out of the bathroom and said, "Oh, I've been really, really sick," and she just went, "Yeah, that happens." So that wasn't very helpful. Because it was in the hospital, they wanted to collect whatever I passed, and so I was given lots of little wooden bowls to sit on the toilet. For some reason, I think when you're miscarrying, there is a kind of urge to do it on the toilet. I don't know why, it just felt right. Anyway, I ended up having hugely upset stomach as well, and just was passing lots of blood, lots of clots, in so much pain. I remember sitting on the toilet and I was just sobbing. I was in so much pain. I had my head on Mr H's knee, and I was in a certain position, and for a moment the pain eased when I was in a certain position, and then bless him, Mr H moved slightly, and I was so upset because I was like, oh, the pain had gone. Anyway, that went on for the whole of the day, and it was horrible. It was pretty darn horrible experience. And I've been through quite horrible experiences, but that's pretty much the most horrible. And it was hard for me to actually say when I lost the baby during that time, because I also had such an upset stomach as well, so it was just generally upsetting, horrible experience. But because they had not seen whether the baby had passed or not, then the decision was made about I can't remember, 9 o'clock at night or something, that I needed to be prepped for surgery the next morning, because I would need to have a D&C if the medically managed miscarriage hadn't worked. So I was given lots and lots of toast and tea, as that after that I was going to be nil by mouth, and we wheeled out the hospital bed and pulled down a big double bed, so Mr. and H and I could sleep snuggled up, and I had a cannula inserted, and went to bed not knowing whether this ordeal was in a way going to carry on or not. But in the morning I was sent for a scan. They found that I had actually passed the baby, that at some point the day before I had actually lost the baby. So that was our first miscarriage, and a week later I had to go back for a scan to make sure everything was all right, and I was advised that I should probably wait for one period and then we could try again. And that's what we did. And again, I got pregnant really quickly. In fact, yeah, I got pregnant the first month with trying. And we were really, really lucky to have little Miss H, our beautiful, beautiful daughter. But I remember having my booking appointment with the midwife when I was about 8 weeks pregnant with her, and just sobbing. I just wanted reassurance that I wouldn't have to go through that again, that I would not lose my baby. And obviously the midwife couldn't give it to me, but I wasn't emotionally prepared to be pregnant again quite so quickly. Probably hadn't really recovered from the experience or the ordeal, but I did. I got pregnant and we had our daughter. And then I think because we'd had her, we just automatically assumed that when we decided to have another child, that it would be all okay. Sadly, it wasn't. And we had a further 3 miscarriages before our beautiful boy arrived on the scene. And I will be sharing more about my other miscarriages in future, and I will be doing some light-hearted videos as well at some point. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.